Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. So such friends, I'll highly suggest you to watch our video as they will be very beneficial for you.
Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 10th of June. The session will be very important, so do pay attention till the end. You will be learning multiple things that will be helping in your preparation. So let's start. First we are discussing national affairs. Recently Ministry of Power, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, they together jointly launched a mission that was on advanced and high impact research to leverage emerging technologies in the power sector. So in short we can say that Ministry of Power and Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, they together joined hand to work or to have research and development in the power sector, right? That how can we make our power sector more efficient, right? How can we increase the output by reducing the emissions into the environment. Apart from this, remember the name of the mission here was MAHIR, Mahir, directly you can remember. And what does MAHIR stands for? It is your mission on advanced and high impact research, and it is basically in the power sector, right? By identifying various emerging technologies and taking them to implementation stage, the mission seeks to support them as the main fuel for the future economic growth and make India a manufacturing hub of the world. The mission has been planned for the initial period of 5 years from 23-24 to 27-28 and will follow the technology life cycle approach idea of the product. Correct? And what is the main aim? As I just mentioned above, the main aim here is to facilitate the research and development on the latest and emerging technologies in the power sector. Correct? So what you need to remember, MOP, MNRE, they signed together, they came together and started this MAHIR. Correct? Mahir. Next is the first India, France and UAE trilateral maritime exercise was held where? I repeat, the first ever edition of India, France and UAE, a trilateral maritime exercise. Where was this held? This was held in Gulf of Oman. Correct? This exercise was held where? It was held in Gulf of Oman. Correct? Then from Indian side, it is your INS Tarkash that took part in this particular exercise. Right? I repeat, it is your INS Tarkash that took part in this exercise. Right? So it is your trilateral exercise held in Gulf of Mannar between India, France and UAE. Next, United Nations General Assembly elected 5 new non-permanent members of the United Nations Security Council. So, United Nations General Assembly, they have elected 5 members. Can you name those 5 member countries that has been elected as the non-permanent member of United Nations Security Council? Who all are they? Algeria, Guyana, South Korea, Sierra Leone and Slovenia. These are the 5 countries that has been elected as the non-permanent members of United Nations Security Council. Right? Their period will be for how many years? Their time period will be for 2 years. Right? And it will be from January 2024 till December 2025. This will be the time period, that is for 5 years. Correct? Then if we talk about United Nations Security Council, this was established in 1946, right? And it is basically to maintain international peace and security. Now we know that they were elected as the non-permanent member. Can you tell me which are the 5 permanent members of United Nations Security Council? It is your Russia, China, UK, France, correct, and United States of America. Then the President of United Nations Security Council for June 2023. Who is having the presidency of United Nations Security Council for June 2023? It is with United Arab Emirates. Right? Where is the headquarter of United Nations General Assembly? Or we say for United Nations or United Nations Development Program. It is in New York. Correct? Next. Oral disease affect more than 800 million people in the Western Pacific as per the report released by WHO. That is your World Health Organization. They released a report, that is Global Oral Health Status Report towards Universal Health Coverage for Oral Health by 2030 Regional Summary of the Western Pacific region. According to this report that was released by WHO, it stated that around 800 million people, or 42% of the people in the Western Pacific region, they suffer from oral disease such as your dental caries, gum disease or tooth loss. If the countries in the region, they fail to integrate the oral health service into the universal health coverage package, the increasing population of the older adult in the region will increase the burden of oral disease in the future. Correct? So it was, if we asked about anything related to oral report, it was released by WHO, and it stated that almost 800 million people in the Western Pacific region are affected by oral disease. Right? Next is Atlantic Declaration. Mark this, this is an important one. Atlantic Declaration was recently signed between USA and UK, United Kingdom. From USA, Joe Biden, and from UK, Indian origin, Rishi Sunak. Right? They recently signed an MOU, or they recently signed a economic partnership. This Atlantic Declaration is your economic partnership. Right? As we know, the Eurozone is officially into recession now. Right? Remember this news also, that Eurozone has officially been into recession now. Correct? Coming back to this Atlantic Declaration, this is a economic partnership that was signed between the President of USA Joe Biden and Prime Minister of United Kingdom Rishi Sunak. This was held at a joint press conference that was held at the White House, Washington DC, and it is basically, as it is an economic partnership, it is basically to enhance the economic ties between these two countries. The aim is to increase the US-UK trade in areas such as defense, nuclear materials, and various other minerals that will be required to develop batteries for electric cars. So you can see Rishi Sunak and Joe Biden signed this Atlantic Declaration, and this will basically reduce the vulnerabilities between these two countries across supply chain, and also to keep Russia out of a global civil nuclear power market. Correct? This declaration is intended to allow the two countries to move faster and cooperate on areas such as supply chains that was disrupted heavily by COVID-19 and the invasion of Ukraine war. Let's move. Next is, which two organization has signed a revised strategic framework for collaboration to build stronger health systems? It is your World Health Organization along with Global Fund, right? These two organizations will be working together to fight AIDS, TB, and malaria. Right? I repeat, in order to fight against AIDS, that is your acquired immune deficiency syndrome, tuberculosis, and malaria, WHO and Global Fund have signed a new strategic framework for collaboration. Right? This will basically a 5-year new framework that will be built upon the previous agreement that was launched in 2018. Correct? And it is based on the global WHO and Global Funds 2023 to 2028 strategy. As I just mentioned, it will be for 5 years. This framework has been launched for 5 years. Correct? So it will be working towards to build stronger health systems in the fields of or for the disease that is AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria. Through this framework, WHO and Global Fund will be leveraging their comparative strengths across 35 areas of collaboration and have been divided into 4 strategies. It will be your health policy, advocacy and health governance, health products, and technical support and capacity building. Right? So if we talk about WHO, World Health Organization, when was it founded? 1948. Where is the headquarters? Geneva, Switzerland. And who is the Director General here? Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus. Right? So remember, for these 3 diseases specifically, a new framework was built to make our health system more stronger, and this was for this a strategic framework for collaboration was done between WHO and Global Fund. Next, here you can see it is your WHO and Global Fund. Next, here you can see this is the new 5-year framework builds upon the previous agreement that was launched in 2018, and it aligns with the Global Fund's 23 to 28 strategy and WHO's general program of work. Next is your United Nations Development Program. UNDP has launched 3rd cohort of the 4 Ocean Innovators. I repeat, UNDP, they have launched their 3rd cohort of the 4 Ocean Innovators, which aims to accelerate the progress on Sustainable Development Goals target 14.2, 14.5 and 14.7. That is 14. They are for basically the protected areas based management and the blue economy. So we can say that 14.2 is basically for marina protected areas, 14.5 is for areas based management, and 14.7 is for blue economy. These four innovations will demonstrate the roles of marine special planning, marine protected areas, and new environmentally and socially sustainable economic activities for a healthy and resilient ocean. So basically, in short term, if we say, this is saying that first we will keep our oceans clean, we will keep our beaches clean. Second, we will be implementing multiple activities there so that it can work as a tourist attraction, and that too, that tourist attraction or that tourist place, when it will become a tourist place, then we will keep that area clean, we will keep, and this particular activities will be generating revenue, and that revenue will be used to again keep that area clean and healthy. So we can say it will be working as a circular economy that will basically to enhance the ecosystem in that particular area or for that oceans also, because we are polluting our environment at a very fast pace. We have to slow that down, and in many areas we have to start cleaning those areas in order to prevent it from getting furthermore degraded, right? Also, remember, United Nations Development Program has committed to deliver at least 100 ocean innovations by 2030 that will be supported by SIDA and NORAD. The third cohort receives financial support to the innovators of up to $250,000 for 2 years. Next is your mission evolve, and this is important, EVOLVE. This mission evolve to finance the electric vehicles for the MSME is launched by which organization? So remember, it is your SIDBI, that is Small Industries Development Bank of India. They have launched this mission evolve to finance the MSME sector, right? That is to provide loans to the MSME sector, correct? So question will be asked directly that this evolve was launched by whom? It was launched by SIDBI. What is the full form of evolve? It stands for electric vehicle operations and lending for vibrant ecosystem, correct? And for this they have tied up with Niti Aayog, World Bank, Korea World Bank Partnership Facility, and Korean Economic Development Corporation, right? So it is your Niti Aayog, World Bank, Korea World Bank Partnership Facility, and Korean Economic Development Corporation Fund. So these organizations came together to launch this, all right, or this. So we can say that it was launched by SIDBI, but these are the partners with which SIDBI has tied up to launch this evolve further, correct? And it is to provide affordable loans to the MSME sector so that they can buy electric vehicles. This will reduce the dependence on the normal vehicles that used to have diesel or petrol as a mode of fuel for the vehicles, correct? Because we know in logistic now, if we remove the vehicles where diesel and petrol was used for the logistic purpose, then it will act as a clean fuel, because electricity we can generate it through solar also, right? But those engines of cars that are using petrol or diesel burns or releases carbon into the atmosphere instantaneously, right? So coming back, it is your SIDBI that launched this evolve mission. And if we talk about chairman and managing director of SIDBI, Siva Subramaniam Ramanji, headquarter it is in Lucknow, UP. It was established on 2nd of April in 1990, correct? Let's move on. Next is Samco Mutual Fund. They have launched India's first actively managed momentum fund, that is Samco Active Momentum Fund, correct? Samco Mutual Fund, they have launched this first actively managed momentum fund, that is your Samco Active Momentum Fund, correct? And the new fund offering NFO from Samco Active Momentum Fund will start on 15th of June and it will be till 29th of June, correct? This fund In Momento investing, active management offers several unique various advantages such as wider investable universe, quicker rebalancing and hedging flexibility during periods of anti-momentum. Then the minimum application amount here will be of 5,000 rupees and the minimum SIP amount is here is of 500 rupees. Correct? The fund manager for this Samco active Samco momentum fund will be Paras Matalia. Right? He will be the fund manager here. Correct? Next is ICAI and IBA to set up the common platform for balance confirmations. I repeat, IBA, that is Indian Banks Association, and your ICAI, that is your Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. They have set up a common platform for balance confirmations that will be jointly controlled by both these entities. Correct? This PSB Alliance, that is your PSB Alliance, is a joint venture umbrella corporation that was founded by and owned by all the 12 public sector banks. This it used to initially cover just the public sector banks, but will subsequently expand into the private sector banks also and finance the organizations as well. The common portal will be legally binding and it will have regulatory structure that comprises of ICI, IBA, PSB Alliance Private Limited and IDRBT also. Also, the balance confirmations will be handled by the banks. The reason behind this platform was that this new platform created for auditors to make their jobs easier and more reliable. Currently, auditors have to rely on external confirmation to get information from different parties like banks and things such as account receivables and account payables. Correct? To avoid similar controversies and streamline the process, this new platform was created where auditors won't have to pay anything to use it. It will be much more efficient and trustworthy. Correct? So it is your ICAI and IBA have set up a common platform for balance confirmations. Next is your Federal Bank launches I Am Adiyar, Adiyar is Me campaign in Chennai. I repeat, Aluva Kerala based Federal Bank Limited, they have undertaken a campaign that is I Am Adiyar, Adiyar is Me campaign in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and it is basically transformed an entire bank branch into a living museum of local stories. Right? So we can say which is the name of the bank that has recently transformed an entire bank branch into a living museum of local stories. It is your Federal Bank. Next thing, what is the name of the campaign that was launched by Federal Bank recently? It is I Am Adiyar, Adiyar is Me. Correct? This campaign has handpicked 40 compelling stories of individuals which showcase in an exhibition at the Adiyar branch of this Federal Bank that is in this museum. This art exhibition will run for 2 weeks between 10 AM to 6 PM and over 100 auto rickshaws have been decorated with the campaign's branding. Correct? So remember this campaign, that is I Am Adiyar, Adiyar is Me, and a living museum of the entire bank branch in Chennai, Tamil Nadu was done by Federal Bank. Next, OECD, that is your Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. OECD projected India's GDP growth rate for fiscal year 24 to be how much percent? So for the fiscal year 24, it projected India's GDP to be growing by 6%. Correct? Important. Then here mark this, OECD estimated inflation. Here we are talking about GDP is 6%. But if we are talking about inflation in India for the same fiscal year 24 to be at 4.8%. Right? For the same RBI, it was projected by OECD. RBI projected inflation for the same period to be around 5.2%. Correct? Then Indian economic growth in fiscal year 25 is projected to be around 7%. Right? Similarly, if we talk about global growth, if we are talking about global growth, OECD projected that global growth in the fiscal year 23 will be around, or not fiscal year, in the year 2023, that this year will be around 2.7%. Correct? So these are some projections that you need to remember. Here you can see it is your OECD that projected India to be growing at 6% in fiscal year 24 and for fiscal year 23 at 7.2%. Next is your ICAR, that is your Indian Council of Agricultural Research, signed an MOU with Amazon Kisan to empower farmers. I repeat, ICAR, they have signed with Amazon Kisan to tie up the farmers with technology market access, so that we know that multiple technologies are coming in the market that will be benefiting the agriculture sector. All we have to do now is create awareness for the same. Let me give you an example of a satellite that was launched, the first agriculture dedicated satellite. Which country launched it? It was launched by South Africa, right? With the help of it, we can predict the weather. We can predict where it will rain or not, where there will be low humidity or high humidity, and what kind of temperature will be there, and what kind of crop is suitable to be grown in that particular area, right? Not just this, we will be seeing the implementation of drones in agriculture for varying spraying and for irrigation purposes. Then you will be seeing drones can also be used to spray the pesticides on the crops, right? Then you will be seeing drones can various other IoT devices can be used to implement the agriculture sector, that will be giving various insights about the crops that are being grown, right? So basically to provide those technologies that we have now that can be implemented into the agriculture sector, for the same it is your ICAR and Amazon Kisan that they have signed this MOU. Correct? So if we talk about it, ICAR and Amazon Kisan signed an MOU to combine strengths and create synergy between two organizations to guide farmers who are enrolled on Amazon's Kisan store on scientific cultivation of different crops and help them achieve optimum yield, right? And basically to allow them to get into touch with various technology that will help them into building their profits, or into help them to get more yield out of their field, right? Let's move on. Next is science and technology. World's most powerful hypersonic wind tunnel opens in Beijing, China. I repeat, China finished the constructing of the world's most powerful and the largest fastest wind tunnel, JF22. It is in the mountains Huario district of northern Beijing. This tunnel, that is JF2022, it is the world's most powerful hypersonic wind tunnel. And where is it located? It is located in Beijing, China. This is capable of stimulating hypersonic flight conditions of up to 30 Mach, that is 30 times the speed of sound. Correct? Next is related to sports. 2023 ITTF World Table Tennis Championship was held and China's Feng Zedong has won the men's single title. Here directly remember, world's #1 table tennis player Feng Zedong, he won the men's single title at the 2023 ITTF World Table Tennis Championship that was held in Durban, South Africa. Next, if we are talking about Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen, he is the #1 chess player and he has won the 2023 Superbat Rapid and Blitz in Poland. I repeat, world chess champion Magnus Carlsen. He is from which country? He is from Norway and he has recently won the 2023 Superbat Rapid and Blitz Poland. This was held in Warsaw, Poland, and Magnus Carlsen finished here and was awarded with $40,000 in cash prize money, and he secured the top position here. Next is your, when do we observe World Accreditation Day? World Accreditation Day across the globe is observed on 9th of June, and it is a process to determine if educational programs meet the defined standard of quality. The theme for the same is accreditation, supporting the future of global trade. Correct? And the theme focuses on how accreditation supports the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, 14 and 17. Correct? So this World Accreditation Day is observed on 9th of June. So that's all for the day, friends. Now let's go for a quick revision. Ministry of Power and Ministry of New and Renewable Energy jointly launched Mission on Advanced and High Impact Research to leverage emerging technologies in power sector. First, India, France and UAE trilateral maritime exercise was held in Gulf of Oman. UNGA elected 5 new non-permanent members of UN Security Council. Oral disease affect more than 800 million people in the Western Pacific as per WHO. Atlantic Declaration, this was an economic declaration that was signed, or economic treaty that was signed between US and UK. WHO Global Fund signed a revised strategic framework for collaboration to build stronger health systems. UNDP launched third cohort of 4 ocean innovators. SIDBI launched Mission Evolve to finance electric vehicles for MSMEs. GAME received SIDBI's approval for NGAP program. Samco Mutual Fund launched India's first actively managed momentum fund, that is Samco Active Momentum Fund. ICAI and IBA to set up common platform for balance confirmations. Federal Bank, they have launched I Am Adiyar, Adiyar is Me campaign in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. OECD projects India's GDP growth rate at 6% for fiscal year 24 and 7.2% at fiscal year 23. ICR signed an MOU with Amazon Kisan to empower farmers. World's most powerful hypersonic wind tunnel opens in Chennai that can withstand a speed of 30 Mach. 2023 ITTF World Table Tennis Championship was held, and China's Fang Zhejiang, who's the world's #1 table tennis player, has won it, the men's single title. Then Magnus Carlsen has won the Superbat Rapid and Blitz Poland. World Accreditation Day is observed on 29th of June. So these were your important current affairs for the day, friends. Now let's move to the revision part. World Oceans Day. When do we observe this? It is observed on 8th of June with the theme Planet Oceans Tides Are Changing. World Brain Tumor Day. This day is observed on 8th of June. Next, Tata Elxsi partnered with ISRO to build the crew module recovery models for the Gaganyaan mission. Next, DRDO, they have successfully tested Agni Prime. This is a blasting missile that was tested off the coast of Odisha. Next, Tata Group, they have retained their first position as the India's most valuable brand in the India's 100 2023 Brand Finance report. This report was released by Brand Finance, and Tata Group has retained the top position, the valuation of which was $26.381 billion. Next is your Jagdish Bakan. Jagdish Bakan, he is the DFO of Ramanthapuram, that district that is in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, that is in Tamil Nadu. He has been awarded, or he has won the UNESCO's 2023 Michel Batsi Award. Important, take a note of it. Next is Indian origin scientist Jyoti Gupta. She has been honored with NWO Spinoza Prize. I repeat, Jyoti Gupta, she has been honored with NWO Spinoza Prize for 2023, and this is the highest scientific award in Netherlands, right? Next is IEA, International Energy Agency. They released a report that global renewable energy capacity additions to increase by 107 gigawatts in 2023. So these were your revision part. Now let's move to the homework section. First, as per the Indian Rankings 2023, which institution retained its first position in the overall category? Second, what is the name of the portal launched for monitoring the implementation of centrally sponsored schemes of justice Ministry. Third, India's first international cruise vessel was flagged off recently to which country? So these are your 3 homework questions, friends. I hope you have understood the assignment. All you have to do now is like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. Doing this will motivate me to work better and make better content for you on the daily basis. So that's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.